to just 15 it. It's probably one of those maps you see teams up. Not as much fun for us viewers because they just keep 15 in it as much as the other uplink maps. Again, Evasion's lovely route there by Doki. Gets brings it back to a 1-point game, and all they need now is a throw, and that school throw is so deadly they can get that as soon as they want to.
I have no idea how Doki managed to get that 2-point play. He just ducked and dived, baited one way, and then come back on himself on the other way, and it just completely confused the E4 lineup, and as a result allowed the 2-point play to be made. Luti though knows how fragile his lead is going to be. Pass it to Gillett. Gillett surely going to get this 2-point play, and he does, and again extends that lead, but it only takes 2 scores to bring this back.
Yeah, and the 3 down, you see Motions, the last guy alive for E4 after that. They got the score, but then they had 3 down. Motions, last guy in school. Again, the passing, we've seen it time and time again. The tick-attack of football, as we would like to call it in England, proving through, and Evasions get the kills. This is going to be a 2-pointer. This is going to go back to, again, within 1 score for Evasions to tie this up. Yeah,
1 minute 30 left on the clock. Great play there by Evasions to get 4 down for E4 and just allow the base to just be swarmed by the team. And now Chucky B is going to go on the relay by the looks of things. He's got the Broad, he's got the support for his teammates. I don't know how, that was such a good shot there through the window to stop him. However, Gumper is trying to get the drone further and further and further into the portal, but again, every time they pick it up, they just get stopped and shut down. Motion's surely going to go for that reset. So weak. Could have been a risky play if he gets killed before he gets the reset off, but he manages to pull it off. Less than a minute left now. This is anyone's game as Gumper goes once more on the attack. He needs the support of his teammates though. Look at that map. They're spawning around him. You've got Doki with support. He needs to die. 45 seconds left on the clock. And how is he still alive?
I have no idea how he's still alive. He's doing such an amazing job of just completely bamboozling the other team, running around, letting his teammates get up the map. There was only one of his teammates alive.
Oh,
he's
no.
still alive.
Very impressive stuff from both teams there. I was honestly expecting it, especially from that first start. It was going to be a pretty slow game, not really having a lot of scores, but towards the end, both teams knew they had to go for it. Both teams did go for it, and wow, that was such a good ending to such a great series of uplink.
Yeah, such a great game. I thought as soon as Doki managed to duke out the opponent for a good 40 seconds, it felt like when we were casting, I thought that, and then managed to get the dunk. I thought that was Evasion's game for the taking, but unfortunately for them, they did lose, and we now go on to the hard point, which is going to be retreat, and we saw E4 maybe not having the best hard point games. I felt like they needed to win the uplink to win the series.
I need to bring that up is obviously next game's hard point. You say it's retreat. Last hard point on Solar, it was Evasion. It was the Evasion show. You know, it was very, very close at the very start, but then all of a sudden, Evasion just got into gear, found their rhythm, and was just racking up the points and racking up the points. Straight in, no breaks, retreat hard point, just keep the momentum up, and I'm going to be very impressed. I'm going to be shocked if E4 actually wins this, you know, because E4 didn't have the greatest hardpoint games against Evasion. Obviously, the momentum is now with them. They've won the last 2 games, so perhaps that can be a factor. Is that a factor as someone who's obviously played in a LAN environment? Do you feel as if a momentum from winning a game in a clutch environment, does that carry over for the next game?
Hugely. The momentum that E4 are probably feeling right now, I wouldn't surprise me if E4 are hosting this map and they've just started that straight away to keep that momentum going.
Yeah.
They've just managed to, they won the S&D. It was a close S&D as well. They managed to clutch up and win that. Then the uplink, even probably closer than the S&D, they managed to clutch up and win that. I wouldn't be surprised if we start hearing them across the venue, Alex, because they're going to be so hyped after winning that. Moving on to a hard-point retreat, they probably know they're up against it, but they're warmed up now, and this could completely change the game.
Yeah.
If anything, I can see E4 taking this just from the momentum.
It's a really good point you made, the fact that they probably are the host. That's why the game started so quickly. We didn't even have a chance, you know, to talk about the game, and it was just straight back in there. And it's a very good point. It could be, you know, some tactics there from E4, knowing that the momentum's with them every second. They're sat there waiting, you know, going to the toilet or having a drink, potentially hinders their momentum, hinders their advances. We do see right now E4 is on the front foot with a 14-point lead. Obviously it's the first hard point, so it's nothing it's nothing in stone, but again, Golly doing such a fantastic job. Oh, such a huge 2-piece. Somehow might be able to make it a 3-piece, but no, he does get taken out, but the rotation's coming in, and E4 are there already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just heard Golly across the venue there when he got that second kill. He's definitely hyped up going into this. He sees a guy wall, he makes that kill, and he's going to probably turn around and look at here. As I say, look at the score, Alex. They're 20 points up on the hard point. They didn't really have a lead on that last hard point, and it's all blue. The kill feed's all blue, which means all E4. They're definitely riding the hype from those last two maps.
Yep, exactly, and you can tell that in reflective to the score as well. Currently 43 in favour of 9, and honestly, Evasion having such a strong hardpoint in the last series, the fact that now only now they're starting to rack serious points up, is really worrying from an evasion point of view.
Yeah, it is. But Wailers is starting to pick up kills. He's 8 and 5. He's starting to pick up kills. Gumper really needs to make this kill. Gumper doesn't make that kill. And again, E4 taking control of the hard point. It's now last 10 seconds. Lovely clutch nade there by Chucky, just to make sure E4 didn't get that scrap time, because if they got the scrap time, they're suddenly 30 points ahead, but they're only 20 going into this. I mean, he gets the last like 3 seconds, but E4 aren't going to worry about that. Moving on to this next hill, but you need to see Chucky start stepping out, and Doki. I mean, he's got the catches today, but they need to start stepping out in the slaying department, just like they did in the last half point.
Yeah, this is the hill we would expect to see all these ASM1 players, all these strong sub players coming out. We do see Motions with a huge 2-piece, as has been almost, oh, such an unfortunate time to choose to reload. He reloads just as someone pops around the corner and he gets caught with no bullets in his gun, unfortunately for him. Luti, however, picks up the kill, remaining, giving control for E4, but look at where Evasion is spawning. It's spawning so far out, and E4 have those spawns in that back cave area.
Yeah, I mean, Gillett just got a 2-piece there, and then no guys at the back. They're spawning pool, which means they have to run all the way down pool, and if you can get your AR on that back row, you can watch it. But the pool's contested. He sees the guy. I don't know if he's going to make the kill. Just that doesn't make the kill. Wailers again, 13 and 8. They're coming into the hill. Motions with a lovely 3-piece. Oh, Motions, lovely 4-piece. He's just on a roll. I called him out in that first hell point, but he's 14 and 8, Alex. He played well in that S&D. And I mean, he's, again, the hype from that last uplink. He's just riding that, and look at him. He's just running at them. He doesn't care
about it now. He's piling the stats on a 5-kill streak. He got a huge 4-piece in that last hard point to just wipe Evasion away from it and give. Just basically keep E4 the strong foot in the driver's seat. However, Gumper is going to be leading the charge. Now they're actually getting some points on the board. Shots get fired, but Golly is just going nowhere. Gillett now needs to get some grenades in there, get some contestants, but the only thing Golly's going to do is kill Luti, Motions, and Golly getting some kills. Golly, oh, some shaky shots there. Unfortunately, just get taken now. Let's jump on board with Doki, see what he can do as he's pushing in, charging in there, all guns blazing. He's trying to get contested and try and keep this E4 lineup off this hard point.
Yeah, I like what Doki did there. He laid down, pre-ended the door, got the 1 kill, then pre-fired the left because he knows they're not going to push through the doorway at the same time. And Motions again, I just see him getting more kills. They're just splitting the time on this hard point, and if you're E4 and you're splitting this time, that's all you need to do. They're 20 points up now, E4, and they've got the rotations, and this, as I say, Alex, this is what you call a money hill. You see so many comebacks when this is the last hill. It's first rotation at the moment, but you can easily get almost like the whole time on this hill.
Yep, exactly. We always say this as casters, that this is the hill where out of all the time you're going to see a comeback, out of all the time you're going to see someone bring the back and just get 60 points. This is going to be the point we see. However, Evasion looks like they managed to break this from E4, and now they're in full control, and they're doing a pretty good job of locking this down.
Yeah, I mean, Evasion have locked this down perfectly, and you see those scores come right back. Once you manage to get the lovely 2-piece, and can't pick up one. Doki is doing on the second. Doki just can't pick up that. That was huge by Gillett. Gumper breaking the hill again, and Gillett just decides, you know what, I'm just going to jump out of there. Don't want anything to that. Don't want to have anything to do with you there.
Yeah, exactly. It's remember with Chunky, who isn't having the greatest of games, but again, it's very hard to have a good game when you've got Wailers on your team going 27 and 13. You try and get a kill, and Wailers already killed everyone twice over. So it's so hard to do that. But if you look at that, Wailers got the massive KD difference, but if you look at E4, there's no one really on the E4, maybe Motions, who's got that lead, but it's not a significant slaying as Wailers.
Yeah, I mean, Motions has slowed down. We said earlier on, I think he was like 15 and 9 or something. He's slowed right down. They need to pick it up again and start pushing the hill and start getting those interactions again. As you see him pick up one, he's now in towers. He's going to pick up, he doesn't pick up the second. In my opinion, he should have won that gunfight. He doesn't pick up that kill. And as I say, Evasion, they're now 3 points up, and it's just, again, this hill is one of those, they're just going to split. Both teams are just going to play split and play for spawn.
And the comeback is here, all because of that last hard point. You know, we saw how important it is and how easy it is to get points down there, and that's exactly what they've done. And as a result, it's neck and neck as we go into the second set of rotations.
Yeah, you've got 2 people on the hill. Gumper picks up 1 kill there. Looking, is he going to pick up the second? Just makes the guy weak, probably going to pick up the second kill. I would like to see with 9 seconds left, I wouldn't like to see 2 of them in the hill. Probably quite like to see them rotating. But when you know the other team are spawning where they're spawning, the other side of the map from the next hill, you can afford to keep challenging that time. Because you know what, guys? They're still spawning there. We might as well just
contest it and try and get as much points as possible because it's rotating anyway. It's not as if you're going to get thousands of points with him getting taken out. He knew that, and he probably should have just played it off. Rotation's coming in. 2 minutes 45 left on the clock. And again, it's still so close.
Yeah, it's a ridiculously close game. It's all red in the kill feed at the moment, though. Look at that. Chucky gets up a kill. Doki gets a kill. Motion needs to pick up one. Pokes at one. Gumper again pushing outside. You see Gillett pushing to the middle. Can't get that against the AO. You're not going to win that gunfight anytime soon. Chucky knows there's one important. The awareness again from Chucky just to pre-aim, cool, and make those kills.
Yeah, we do see Chucky getting one more kill before he gets taken out himself. Gumper is going to try and break this brother battle. He gets one kill with his teammates with the assistant, and he's checked down his right hand side. As we mentioned before, you already said this, if you sit there with a bow watching that pole side when they're spawning there, it's so deadly. It's just spawning into a rain of fire from the opposing team. And unfortunately, no team's really managed to establish that yet. So we see Doki pushing into this left-hand side. He gains control with that kill on Motions.
Yeah, you see E4, they're set up for the next hill. If E4 can take more time than Evasions on this hill, going into that money hill as we call it at the last one, we see so many times, Rage. The amount of times we see...
And then we see Motions on a free kill streak. He's starting the rotation. This is it. E4 are in the lead. Evasion are going for the setup, but no one really has control. Evasion currently has control at the minute. Gillett's going to come straight up from the top. 45 seconds left on the clock. 5 points between it. Is anyone's game.
Yeah, Golly pushes in, gets the one, he can't get the second hill. Evasions are set up, they're not really set up, they're 2 push in from E4. Gillett gets a kill, Luti gets a kill. They just need to flood the hill if you're E4. You know you're in the lead, just need to flood the hill. And Chucky can't pick up the kill. And they're both together, I wouldn't like that position from them.
Luti, Gillett knows he just needs to stay alive. Even if he's not getting killed, just contest it for as long, kill the time, and prevent Evasion from getting on it. E4 could possibly mount the comeback here. He's got that 3 kills on the bus. Hype is coming away from the station now. They are screaming, they are shouting, they have realised that they have done it. They have hit the comeback, and what a way to do it. E4 1-0 down, starting off the first hard point, and now they've come back to win the series 3-1.
Yeah, they played those last 2 hills perfectly. I said they might want to just take a little bit more time on that second to last hill, just to bring it back to try and clutch up on that last hill. They managed to get most...
Up. What a comeback. Obviously the search and destroy was so close in recap. The uplink was even closer, and that hard point, what a way to top off such a great series. And that's going to be it all. I believe we might have a game a couple minutes later. We'll have to find out. But the best thing to do is stay tuned on the Twitters. And we'll see you soon.
Trying hard, catch the fall, share. It's the little things that we. It's the little things we share, like the love that's in the air. Oh, it's the little things we share, like the love that's in the air. I can feel it everywhere. I can feel it everywhere. Oh, I can feel it everywhere. I can feel it everywhere. It's the little things that we, the little things that we share. It's the little things that we. Oh, it's the little things that we, the little things that we share. It's the little things that we. It's the little things we share, like the love that's in the air. Oh, it's the little things that we, the little things that we share. It's the little things that we. Oh. A man in the dark with his heart out of place. Guards trying hard, catch the fall, pull the brakes. Still you can hear me, I am calling out your name. Break through the bars, through the walls of your maze. Deep down in the dark, I found you.
Rift taking on Vooms. This should be an interesting game. Rift going into this with very big amount of confidence, I would say. They're smashing teams at the minute.
Yeah, the competition, they're finding it quite easy at the moment. You'd say it's still Saturday. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything until they get to Championship Sunday. But you would expect Rift. You've probably got to go with the prediction of 3-0 to Rift, just purely from the players you've got and the team they're against. But you never know. We could see an upset here, stuff. But I have to say, I think Rift's probably going to take this 3-0.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. I'd have to say as well a 3-0 win for them. But it's a good start for Vooms. They're up 10 to 15, although Rift are starting to claw it back ever so slightly. Well, tied it up now. But yeah, they'll be looking to go onto the rotation. And this is what you kind of expect from the first till. It's going to be a little bit manic. was really going to come away with much of a big lead. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I like for the thing that's good for Voom's Army, I think they're called, the thing I like for them is they didn't get demolished on that first hill. They didn't let really the ARs of Rift set up and take over that hill. They managed to split the time, but then you saw Rift push through the top of the hill, get those spawns, but Rift now looking down low, as I say, Rift have got the spawns, and you would like to see them pull away here.
Yeah, and they're doing just that. They're now up by 17 points and just stretching it out. Insight picks up one, does get severely tagged up. He doesn't really want to challenge anything just yet. Picks up another one. Oh, that's just an easy 2-piece. Can he make it a 3? No. So unfortunate. He's going to see a third one here though, and that's a nice little spree he's on. Is that a 5-point streak?
Yeah, it was a 4 or 5 point spree there still. It was great from him. He realised he was weak, just boosted, jumped up, jumped over the opposition's players, flanked them, got those 2 kills. If he challenged them head on, he would have gone down, and they potentially could have broken that hill, but he didn't. He just jumped out of the way, used AW movement system to great effect, and managed to get his team an extra 10 seconds, I'd say.
Yeah, it's really nice. I love like how people are utilising it by jumping over the opposition quite nicely. It's good to see, great movement. But on board now with Surge as he picks up one. Got to see another one through the double doors. Unfortunately, not able to do anything with it. So we're going to switch it up and hop on board with Insight, see what he can do as he picks up the opposition, trading that one out quite nicely. Sees one more ahead of him, able to get the kill. He does get taken out in the end of it, and Revolt is going to be outside trying to clear his way.
Yeah, and I mean, Rift jumped out to a lead, exactly what we expected here. Revolt getting loads of assists. He's the assist man at the moment. Put him in this doorway. Going to see one. He picks up another one. It's blue in the kill feed at the moment. Revolt's going to get another one. This is a great play from Revolt. As you see, they've given up the time. Voom's Army have tried rotating. Well, one pushed it, but the rest rotated. And Lerpa needs to go big here. Unfortunately, can only pick up 1 kill.
Yeah. This is the first time now that Voom's Army has actually picked up more than 10 points in the last 2 hills. They actually only gained 10 points in total before now, like since the first hill, which is, you know, incredible to think that Rift are locking them out massively.
I just want to bring up a point here. You look at Insight, he's 17 and 10 still. He's having an absolutely ridiculous game. Wouldn't surprise me if we start hearing him across the arena. I know he likes to get loud. This Rift team loves getting hyped. They did it in their last event. It wouldn't surprise me to start getting him get loud. Beanbag picking up a kill there. But I want to jump on board with Insight. See what's going well for him. He's 18-11. I mean, he just dies as I say that. But let's stay with him off the respawn and see what he can do.
Yeah, they're going to hit their 100-point mark already. It's looking very, very good for them. Unfortunately for Insight, he does pick up one. Does get taken down immediately after though, but it's Revolt trying to hold this down for his squad. We've got 17 seconds left on this hill before the rotations come in, and he eats a massive nade there.
Yeah, it's ridiculously there. I mean, it's 60 points, almost 70 points. They're getting this little 4 seconds of scrap time. That's all Voom's Army have been able to get. That's all Rift have given them. They're just giving them scrap time, trying to rotate. Lerpa, if he can go big here and get another kill, then they might be able to bring some time here. But unfortunately, he can't detain. Again, picking up another kill. See, just in the kill feed, Insight again. Just picking up kills, free will almost. Doesn't look like he's even trying. He's just picking up kills whenever he wants. He's just challenging a gunfight and he's just winning those gunfights.
He just doesn't miss, does he, at this minute in time? So I'm going to hop on board with Detain. He's going to see one on top of this top catwalk. He does manage to get the kill now. He will get tagged up from behind. No, he won't. He actually managed to escape that unscathed. That's nicely done. He's going to push forward now. Gets one. He's going to get one behind him. Oh, if he'd have got that, that would have been disgusting.
Yeah, it would have been. And that just shows how well he's playing. He's just turned. Beanbag just got a nice 2-piece. He's pushing out this catwalk side, making sure that none of them is a great head glitch if you want to be, if you're Voom's Army player, you want to get someone up on that catwalk. Fortunately, misses all of his shots, doesn't get any there. Nate comes in from Surge Army as we see him now push up to that catwalk. As I said, that's where you want to be pushing. There's only 10 seconds left. I'd quite like to see him just push through now. Try and get glass control for this next hill.
Yeah, you need a bit of glass control now, especially with the bow. It's going to make things a lot easier for trying to lock down this next half point. Get as many points as possible to close this gap down. They are only down by 55 points, I believe. So, you know, it's not that much of a difference going into the second half, but it's, you know, enough to cause you a little bit more problems if they continue to play the way they are now.
Yeah, I mean, the Voom's Army team, they're slaying a bit more there. You see them on 4 kill streak, a couple of 4 kill streaks. They weren't getting kills initially. They seem to be getting kills now. And you can see that in the score stuff. They're about to 40 points. I would like if they can lock this down, keep slaying them. They know they're spawning. If he can win this gunfight, unfortunately can't win this gunfight. If he wins that gunfight on glass, they know they will spawn in on Tamru. Oh, as I say, that Voom gets a ridiculous 3-piece to try and control of the hill. And look at this game still. We're back to only 26 points left in this, moving on to the next hill almost.
Yeah, that's a fantastic hill for Voom's Army. I mean, they were down by 50 and they've managed to pull it back just to 21 points. That's a massive hill. I mean, you wouldn't have very expected because, as I said before, that hill's so open that, you know, it's really difficult to get any large amount of time off of it. But they've locked it down perfectly. They utilised the grass control and used the bows to full potential.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see, and they now got control of this next hill. They've got the spawns perfectly. I'd like to see them all waiting for each other, but they don't need to. They're pushing in together. Dexter's getting a couple of kills. He nades that bomb. That's a great nade because he has to push out. He's weak. I'd like to see Surge get a couple of kills. I mean, he's now 21 and 19, 25 and 21 for Voom. They were all negative before the second rotation, and they've now just clutched up. I mean, but Rift, again, showing their confidence. They're now got control of this hill.
Yeah. Inside picks up one. Unfortunately, he gets traded out near enough immediately. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to hop on board with Beanbag, who will be just laying down. He needs to reload his bow. Turns around and pre-fires. Oh, if he'd have kept the pre-fire, he probably would have picked up that kill. Fortunately for him, wasn't able to. He's going to get contested, but he does have the support of Revolt there, who's actually going to pick up a nice little two-piece, and there we have it. Beanbag picks up another one. They're going to stretch this lead out a little bit further. They need to get on this rotation, and they need to get there quick, because you can see on your mini-map that Vooms and Co are getting round ready to try and get these dirt spawns.
Yeah, and I want to see if what Insight can do on the hill. I mean, he as I say that, he gets taken down, and Voom's army take complete control of this hill. They know where they're spawning. Dexter needs to pick up a couple of kills just to help his team and trade. He runs out of ammo, he can't get that, and Revolt comes in with a kill. But you look, 2.5 minutes left, and Insight's already on 30 kills. I want to see how many he can rack up.
Now he's picked up another one. Can he make it another 2 as he goes pushing out through towards his dirt side? He does see 2, 3 ahead of him. Unfortunately, he was just gangbanged. That was got to be very difficult for him to do anything in that sort of position. Unfortunately for him, now it's down to Revolt. He picks up 1. He does have 2 more opposition players ahead of him before being taken out himself. Team pushes through, picks up 1. Nice hit fire. Can he get the second? No. Doesn't manage to do so, and that's nicely done by Vooms.
Yeah, they've got that scrap time. They're 30 points down, but Rift even, they're going to be holding this time. I'd like to see him maybe push out that side, because you know they're probably pushing glass. You can push out quite far on glass if you're pushing out windows and P1 as well. And then, as I say, Beanbag gets absolutely destroyed with the ASM1 at close range, and that's 3 down. They know there's only 1 left in the hill for Rift. If they can pick up that kill, they might be able to turn around. They just need to realise where the spawns are coming in. The spawns, they've got a split spawn. That's a perfect spawn if you're Rift. Split spawn.
The second half, I mean, they started off slow. There was like 25 points total until the third hill. But, you know, look at how they come back into it. They're only down by, what, 70, 80 by the time it comes around to it. But a decent innings.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Voom's army, you can't be giving a team like Rift probably tips all to take this event, maybe alongside a couple of other teams like Barrage. You can't give them like a 60-70 point lead off of the first few hills, just because it's going to be an almost impossible task to come back into it against a team like Rift who have such good players and have such confidence, and they get play off hype. They play well off of hype. So if you let them get up to a massive lead, they're going to be hyped, and they're just going to be running. They're going to run at you so much confidence. They're just going to be taking all those gunfights to you. And if everyone's making all those interactions, they're just not going to be able to cope with the slaying power of Rift.
Yeah, exactly. And it showed there, because Insight dropped 37, Beanbag dropped 35, 32 there from Detain, 33 from Revolt. I mean, not massive numbers, really, but you know, it was good enough for them to, you know, just shut them out.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the first 3 hills they had a massive lead. They had a 70-point lead, and they just really carried off that momentum. They just kept going and going and going, and made it look really, really easy. So, you know, if Vooms and Co want to go ahead and they want to progress into this tournament, they cannot go ahead and give leads like that big to teams like Rift at all.
No, but I mean, as you say, you can't go ahead and give a team like Rift that much of a lead. We move into a completely different game type now, Stealth, where slaying, which obviously Rift are good at, as we've just seen in that, isn't as much of a factor. It's about your tactics. So who knows? Voom's army, they may have some ridiculous strats in S&D and might be able to come out and take this map. I feel they need to take this map if they have any chance of taking this series against Rift, who, as I said, are tipped to maybe take this tournament.
I completely agree. But we'll be right back with Search and Destroy after this quick break.
It's running in our blood. The answers are lying here within.
Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready for map number 2. It's going to be Riot Search and Destroy. Rift 1-0 up in this best of 5 series, and quite a convincing first map it was. I mean, they let it slip almost halfway through, but they managed to just stretch that lead back out and finish it with, I think it was a 99-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, Voom's Army came back into it, but you almost always felt Rift kind of still had that control.
Yeah.
They brought it back to within 20 points or so, but you felt that they still had the control, still knew that they were going to outslay their opponents and take that map, which ultimately they did.
Yeah.
But as I said before the break stealth, we're moving into a completely different game mode, S&D, and I can't wait to see what they do off the start here. I'd quite like to see them do something completely wacky, which almost, as you see, they're all pushing through mid, just to try and throw Rift off their game from playing, because obviously Rift are used to playing top teams who kind of play the same setups, and see what they can do.
Yeah, first blood does come in. It's Voom who actually takes down Revolt. That's going to make things a little bit easier for themselves as they go into a 3v4 situation. Dexter is just going to hide out inside, well, around the corner from the B bomb. So we're going to switch it up. We're going to hop on board with Lurpa, who again, playing it quite passive. A little bit in the open though. I wouldn't have really expected him to just hang about there. He does get spotted, but manages to back away without a single scratch.
Yeah, and you see Detain picks up a kill in the kill. We're making it a 3v3 situation. They had the numbers there. I would quite like to see Voom's Army get it down. I mean, he's getting... I'd quite like to see him get it down now. He was getting it down. I reckon he could have got it down. I won't say as soon as they got that number advantage, get it down, because then if you're Rift, you didn't have to talk about what you're going to do in that situation. You're a man down. You didn't have to try and work something out. But they let them even it up before they planted it. But as you see, they've completely dispersed to opposite sides of the map. And it's now a 2v2 situation. You see Inside picking another kill. Inside going off again. It's now a 1v2 for Lurpa. He just got to play the time. He doesn't have any nades, unfortunately. But I'd like to see him just play the time, just peek that bomb, and he's going to get challenged and ultimately Detain picks it up. Rift played that perfectly. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about because I said anyway, because they played that perfectly. But hey, you can't be letting, if you're Voom's Army, you can't be letting the man advantage slip, especially on offense when this map is an offensive map.
Oh, exactly. If once you go that one man down and the opposition got that numbers advantage, it's going to make things so much more difficult. But if you let it slip, you don't trade the kills off, it makes things a hell of a lot easier. If trading on this map is absolutely vital.
Yeah. Don't
do it, you're going to lose every time.
Yeah, and offense on this map, as I said, is the preferred side. So as soon as you lose that first offense, especially if you're Rift, you win that defense against them, and you clutch the 3v4 situation. You're going to be feeling good. And they're inside the stunned guy mid. He's got him stunned, and Detain comes in, cleans up that kill. Great teamwork there. He probably calls out he's stunned. Let's Detain come in and pick up the kill.
Yeah, nicely done. And now Revolt with the bomb at hand, he's going to be going towards this A bomb. I would like to have seen him get that down really and draw out the final two players, but it is a 2v2 situation. So, I mean, I can understand why he didn't go for it. And you look at your minimap right there. Lurpa and Surge, completely opposite ends of the map. They need to get a lot closer. They need to buddy up. You know, it's not going to be particularly good for them if they get caught.
Yeah, the only thing I can think that they're doing there is they're playing split bomb sites, because you can play so far away from those bomb sites and getting those line sites. Is they're playing that, but they didn't play it well enough. They needed to stop them getting that bomb down. I'd quite like to see him maybe, rather than up top, lay down bus and pre-end that gunfight. We saw that in the last match, Evasion versus E4. That's exactly what they did. Lurpa, I love this play, going for the ninja defuse. Is Rift going to check it? He can't. Inside can't see me. Inside has to push out and check it.
He's got the cover as well.
He's going to diffusers coming. That's perfectly played. I love that. I love the strategy. Get on bomb, bring them out, make them come out and challenge him. Pre-end the only way he's really going to get killed from, which is going to stop him defusing.
Exactly. It was a nice cover. That's the buddy system working at its finest there. One goes in for the defuse, whilst the other one covers him, and then at least if the other guy, the defending guy, dies, the bomb diffuser can then just pop up and recover from that.
Yeah, so perfect teamwork there. As I said, don't know how long Voom's Army have been teaming together, but I love the teamwork coming out there. Even if they haven't been teaming very long, or if they've been teaming for ages, the teamwork is obviously strong in this team. I love the communication. As you see, Beanbag, he picks up another kill. Lurpa, maybe reconsidering B. If Beanbag's just picked someone off, you might think we want to push A guys, but if you've committed to B, I feel like you should just wait, see if Rift rotate to B, and maybe pick up a few kills. Voom completely out of the map. I know he's watching flank, but I'd like to see him push up when they don't have the numbers. Yeah,
they need to get up really, because they need to try and trade out if anything goes down. It will be him trying to throw a nade straight away across. He might actually connect with one here. Yes, he does. He's going to go for again with a second nade. Does he connect this time? No. there's not. However, he's going to come up against 2 opposition players. He must have seen that nade fly across the screen then as he ducks away. He sees one now. He doesn't get the kill. No, he chokes the kill. But there's the buddy system coming into play again. He trades it off nicely. It's now a 1v2 situation, and it's Detain coming up against Lurpa and Dexter.
Yeah, and if anyone at the moment for Rift is going to do it, it's going to be Detain. But he can't do it, unfortunately. Gets killed. Doesn't even have a chance to try and get in a gunfight and win that. He was 5-1. He's now 5-2. And as I said, probably if anyone in that situation, if you're Rift at the moment, you wanted him in it. But he just gets unlucky. He tries boosting around that corner, and Lurpa perfectly plays. He's 3-1 at the moment. He's on a 3-kill streak. He was 0-1. He's now hotting up. It's now 2-1 going into this 4th round.
Yeah, it's not bad from him at this minute in time. So we're going to hop on board. I'm going to show a bit of love to Revolt. He's 0-2. He needs a bit of stream love to get him going, I think. We'll hop on board with him and he'll die instantly.
Yeah, I know. He'll probably get on bomb and get shot off bomb. But if you look at the minimap, they've all pushed B if you're Voom's army, and I love this play. Get that down. Maybe I'd like to see them push out their spawn if they get this down. Realising that they're not in their spawn, I'd like to see Revolt push out into their spawn, which is exactly what he does. It's almost like he's listening to me. It's almost like I'm coaching himself.
It's like he's got some weird brain power going on. But look at this. All of Rift are just like stacked around this A bomb site. As one does go down, that will be Detained, and it's Voom who actually picks up the kill. Revolt trying to push out. Oh no, Voom picks up a second for his trouble. Let's hop on board with him. See if he can pick up a 3rd, but no. Insight is there to shut him down. There's that's a massive snipe. Did that connect?
Yeah, it connected. That's such a big kill from Beanbag. He's won his team the round. Beanbag kills him off bomb with 15 seconds left. It just means Insight in that situation just doesn't even need to worry. He knows there's 17 seconds. He can just peek bomb at 9. He can just peek bomb once with like 12 seconds, and then peek bomb again at 7 seconds. Perfect. Absolute perfect play from Beanbag. Might have been the best of games, but that's such a good play.
Well, yeah. I mean, as soon as he got the shot off, he was immediately killed. But that kill was massive. Absolutely massive. If he hadn't done it, it would have messed up.
Yeah, what I liked there from Beanbag, as I say, 2 and 4, not the best of games, but what I like there is he didn't rush the shot. He didn't try and go for some fancy crit scope. He just made sure he got that clean kill, which, as I said, won the round. And you see Sergio maybe trying to go for a snipe themselves. There's actually 2 people from Rift flanking B. I like that play from them.
Yeah, who is that? That's going to be Insight and Revolt. I think Serge actually might have seen one pushing around. He must have called that out. Detain actually picks up Dexter, which is a great kill. Revolt now right on the flank. I mean, you can see using the COD vision, there's one player on the other side of this bus, which is really, really unfortunate. I mean, this timing is insane. Voom actually takes out Detain. And, he must have seen him. Revolt actually picks up his 1st kill of the map.
Yeah.
Good work.
I know. I mean, Revolt's probably pleased he got the kill. Especially it was an easy kill. Didn't mean you have to get in a gunfight. Nice, easy kill to get him off the board. And it wouldn't surprise me now if I see Revolt picking up a few more kills. I just know the type of player he is. As soon as he gets that kill, he'll have a bit of hype. Did Lurpa see him in the back of spawn? I don't know if he did. He did, but luckily for Lurpa, he's only got a sniper. So as long as he misses that shot, he doesn't miss the shot. He gets sniped. Doesn't say that.
That's a great long-range snipe, that one. He must have jumped up to get this. He choked the first couple. Jump shot. Boom! Right in the back. Nicely done, Beanbag.
Beanbag going off with the sniper. Last round gets the kill. Probably a harder kill last round. I know he's on bomb, but with everyone flying at him, that kill misses it. A bit windy maybe with the sniper. Maybe rushed that shot again. But managed to pick up the kill in the end, and not really win his team the game. And Revolt, 1 and 3, but doing his job. He's got his 2 bomb plants, which means he's just getting to the bomb and planting.
Running in our blood. The answers are lying here within.
If that's what he's been told to do, then if you're Revolt, you're quite happy.
Yeah, well, as an objective player, that's all you really need to do. I mean, your objective is to get the bomb down. That is it. You're not expected to really get the kills. That's what your other 3 players are for, you know, to protect you as the bomb does go down. But Revolt picks up another kill for his trouble. He just needed 1 to get off the mark. He does see another one ahead of him. That's a 2 for himself. He gets the assist as well, meaning that Voom's army is actually down to just 1 man, and it's Surge.
Yeah, and Surge is in a world of pain. 1v4, bomb down. I would quite like to see him maybe just play for some kills here, because just try and pick up a couple of kills, just get some confidence, because it's unlikely he's going to catch 1v4, especially on this map. Rift are perfectly set up. As you say, look exactly what he's doing. He's just playing slow. I don't think he's going to clutch this. You can't really leave your teammates in a 1v4, and it's just a comfortable round for Rift. And I think Rift are going to start pulling away here. As I mentioned, Revolt got that kill. He's now 4-3 with 3 bomb plants. Yeah. As soon as he got that kill, I had said to you he's going to pick up a few more, which is exactly what he did. Got 2 kills, put the bomb down. In fact, got 3 kills because he got a final kill cam. Yeah. And he's now on a roll, and it wouldn't surprise me if they go on and win this now 6-2.
Yeah, I mean, Revolt, he just needed that 1 little kill just to get his motor running, and his motor's up and running. He's got 3 bomb plants, as you said, 4 kills to his name. You know, he's looking solid now.
Yeah, I mean, I think Voom's army, they won the first round, but again, Rift not having a convincing victory. Like from what I was expecting of Rift, it's not been as convincing. But you've always felt they're kind of in control, even in rounds where they're down in numbers. Yeah. You still feel like they're in control, just purely because of not of their experience, because they're all young players, but just. They just seem to have that clutch up factor that maybe Voom's army don't. Maybe it is experience with Revolt, who's played quite a few LANs, who's only really got to the top of the UK scene this year on AW. But it's just you never really feel like Rift getting away from Rift, even if they're down in a situation.
Oh yeah, I completely agree with you there. I mean, every time you watch them, you're just like, well, they know exactly what to do in any situation. Surge actually picks up 1 there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get any more as he was left in a really difficult situation. Beanbag, you know. He loves to kill, doesn't he? He just doesn't really miss, and he, you know, goes in, gets the 5th round win for his squad. They're just 1 round away from taking this 2-0 in the series. It does seem as if Insight has traded out, taken out Dexter. Voom actually trades that one out, taking out Insight. So it's a 2v3 for Voom's to, you know, get up on. So, nope, I said that. Voom actually takes down 1. It's now Detained, left in a 1v3. If he clutches this would be insane. Yeah,
this would be perfect. If you're Detained, this would be perfect to clutch this. And then give your team the momentum going to the 3rd map. Get yourselves out. If he clutches this, wouldn't be surprised to hear them scream the venue down. He just needs to play this cleverly. Don't do it. Oh, he almost turned on that player. If he turned on that player, that would have been ridiculous. But he doesn't turn on him. It's a very good position from the Voom's army player, as it was Surge. He's having a great game. He's 6-5. He's on a 2 streak. Maybe hotting up. Maybe if I was Voom's and I was in there talking to them in their headsets, I'd be saying, look guys, 5-2, let's just take it round at a time. Yeah. There's no need to panic. Every round is completely different. Let's just grind out these rounds, get us back to 5-5, and who knows, we could take the map.
Exactly. We did see a 5-1 comeback earlier in the stream. An insane comeback. 5 rounds on the trot. I mean, it was ridiculous to see. So, you know, maybe that's what's going in their heads at the same time. They're thinking, right, you know what, lads? We saw a team go 5-1 earlier, and you know they ended up winning 6-5. We can do exactly the same right now. Yeah, I mean, you know, you just got to keep it going. As a captain, you just got to keep them motivated. You know. Yeah,
I love the play there as well. Getting a bit aggressive, showing that they're not afraid to push up, plant bomb. But Rift, 3-man flank from Rift. I love the play. I don't think Voom's army have really realised as well as Revolt picks up 1 kill. The Voom here can play this perfectly. If he waits and plays a kill, Dexter gets a lovely 2PC. They need to get that. And it's now a 1v3 situation. Beanbag, I love exactly what I said. They planted the bomb. They had the confidence to push up, plant that bomb. Rift tried flanking. Rift probably expected them to play a bit slower. Maybe they were being a bit nervous. Don't want to make any mistakes as they were 5-3 down. But Voom's army just saying, you know what, we've got the confidence against you guys, we're going to push up, get that bomb down, take the game to you, and that's 5-4. And as I say, take it round by round. It wouldn't surprise me if they take this now to 5-5 Stealth.
I would be shocked. I'm not going to lie, I'm shocked that it's gotten to 5-4, if I'm honest. I would have thought that Rift, as a seasoned team, would have had the composure to see it through at 6-5, but oh my god, Beanbag. No! Oh, no!
And the round is over in about 30 seconds. Beanbag gets a crazy 3 Bs, 2 kills in mid. I thought he was going to choke the first kill. He gets that second kill. As you see it in the kill cam here. What a lovely kill cam this is to an ES&D. Beanbag going absolutely huge. Punches him in the face, sends him home. 2-0 now to Rift.
Wow. Wow, what a play from Beanbag. Clutched up for his squad, meaning they will win this 6-4. 2-0 up in this best of 5 series. Still, everything to play for Voom's army. I mean, they still have, 3 maps that they can win on the trot.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of.
It's not unheard of, but against the Rift team that seems to be on a roll, it's probably not going to be a likely outcome. I'd probably say this is going to be 3-0. If they had any chance, Stealth, I was going to say they need to stay the S&D. You have to take an S&D, and then probably the uplink they would have had to have taken. They're in a world of pain. They've got to win an uplink, and then they've got to outslay Rift on a hard point as well.
That's never easy.
That's never easy. I can't see it happening. I think it's going to be 3-0, but who knows? It could be a completely crazy comeback, and we could see a game 5. I kind of want a game 5. Last game of the stream. Game 5 would be quite nice, but I think it's going to be 3-0.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. We're going to go to a quick ad break, guys. Don't go anywhere.
All the borders, cross troubled waters, live in the moment, love like you own it, live your
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Map number 3 of this best of 5 series, Rift 2-0.
Yeah.
Looking strong. Yeah,
looking strong. Exactly what we predicted before the game. We said it's probably going to be a 3-0 to Rift. I mean, maybe a bit closer than we thought. Probably not. Maybe not. As I say, Rift have always felt are in control. We move on to Uplink, completely different game type. Always the 3rd in a best of 5 series. As I say, it's a mixture of some strategy as well as some slaying, and you'll see a lot of teams probably on this map, if they get a lead, probably 15 seconds in there.
Yeah, it's always good. I mean, you're going to see Rift spawning on the good side. It's going to be a lot easier to push through the score to get those 2-point dunk plays, build upon that. But, it's struggling at this minute. 3 players do go down for this Voom's squad. And, look at this. Insight. Easy 2-point play as the spawns were manipulated perfectly from his squad.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the easiest 2-point play. Insight's probably going to get all tournament long. He walks in, puts it in there and says, thank you very much, we'll take that 2-point lead. We're on good side. So talk to me a bit about this good side stuff. Like, where do you want to be pushing? Where do you want to be? Where you want the other team to spawn?
Well, you want to be, having at least one of your own players underneath basically the portal. You're going to be manipulating the spawns, making them force out to spawn inside of green. It's out of the way, and it's nice and easy for you to run this route straight the way through school, through the back lockers, and go straight out the back. You've got so much cover inside school, you've got to use that to your own advantage.
Yeah, and as you say that's exactly what Rift have done. It's almost like they were listening to us and just demonstrating perfectly for us what we were trying to say. Maybe to some of the newer viewers who are watching the stream exactly what goes on in Uplink, but
Oh,
minutes, 3 minutes. You want to keep this close. 4-2, the perfectly respectable score. Maybe try and nick a couple of ones. You can throw some ones from mid-map. It's always a very hard throw. But just keep it close because you're going to a good side, and that's when you want to take control. And I like that play from Voom. He's pushing out, he's getting kills in the spawn, and now just needs to make a couple more and get his teammate. Unfortunately, they went for the throw and he did die. But and I wouldn't suppose, yeah, Insight throws it out.
Yeah, nice play there. You always want to go ahead and get that reset if anywhere near your portal. I mean, despite how much, you know, with Rift sites and Slay, if you get caught napping with the drone in your hand anywhere near your portal, it's going to cost you in the long run. So as soon as you get it out.
Yeah. As soon as you got to get it out, and if you need to get more map control, 15 it. I just want to point out, Stealth, Beanbag's 17 and 3, okay? He's having a ridiculous game. You've then got Insight Detain, combined 7 kills between them. His team have got less kills than him combined. He's got them in his backpack, and he's taken them to victory. A ridiculous play from Beanbag, and love that play from Revolt. Just that the players are down, he picks on the ball, throws it out for 15, lets his players get map control, and maybe just let Beanbag slay a bit more.
Yeah, just let him go nuts. He loves his moment right now. He's picked up. Oh, no way if he was going to pick up that 2-piece. That would have been insane. He pretty far around the corner. Actually does pick up the second kill now. There's 3 pairs do go down for Voom's army, but 3 of them have spawned back up. Beanbag's just going to go ahead. He's going to try and slay his way through the lockers, but unfortunately for him, he does get locked out. Insight now. Trying to push through the back. He gets taken out as well. Really unfortunate, but Surge trying to patrol this main street, trying to stop any advancement, but Detain gets a massive 3-piece of his own.
Yeah, I mean, perfectly played there. You see B-Man now looking mid-street, trying to watch the spawns. They know the spawns are going to come in from green, and I love that play from Detain, just using his teammate as bait, using him as a human meat shield, if you will, and just running through and just chumping that ball in there. 8-2 now. I was about to say Stealth, but 6-2 if you're Voom's army. You're kind of happy with that on bad side, but 8-2, and potentially you're going to see Revolt here maybe get 10-2. You're not as happy with that. Revolt's not going to run through there. You're running through back, but Beanbag just gets 2 kills. He's just taking out his teammate as well. He's just shooting at Revolt, going, you know what? Oh, and Beanbag needs to stop it. He just deliberately just slapped him in the face. As I say, give the ball to Detain who can't slay it and let Beanbag slay. No,
that's just naughty. I mean, he's got some god Xbox right now because he ate so many bullets from that player inside school, and then to just the ballsy enough to just run at him with the drone in hand and just say, here you are, sunshine, you want it? Have it in your face. Yeah,
just slap him in the face. 10-2 now to Rift. They win that in 4 minutes and 42 seconds before the time limit's up. Beanbag, 24 and 6. Ridiculous. As I say, whatever he's had for dinner, I'm finding out after this game because I want it to give me this energy.
That's it. That's an incredible statistic right there. And, you know, I'm going to have to go on board with him straight off the bat again. I mean, he is something else, isn't he?
Can we just watch Beanbag this whole side, Stealth? I mean,
yeah, you know what, let's just
I just want to watch Beanbag this whole side. He's having an absolutely ridiculous game. He's probably going to get in that kill fight. He gets 1. Is he going to get a second? The guy jumps in and pit wall winner. Unfortunately, he can't get it. Beanbag, ridiculous. Just needs to stop.
He's a god. It's no other way of saying it. You know, he just does what he wants. You just can't stop him.
I mean, he's just on fire. But as I say, Surge again, because Surge army, let's not count them out just yet. Let's try and let it be interesting. I don't think they're just out yet. They're on good side now, so you never know. But Insight just turns and demolishes that guy. And you've got the ball, running that in, lovely. 13-2. It wouldn't surprise me now if we see this just end up 22, because they're running a train on these.
Oh yeah, they've just got the momentum there, just not stopping for anyone. They need to go absolutely huge now, but you just can't really see it from Voom's army.
No, I mean, just they're not able to. I mean, when you've got Beanbag in there, they're just not able to hang with him. But at the same time, it's only Beanbag doing that. Beanbag is the only one slaying. You look at the rest of the team. Detain's now neutral. Insight's negative. Revolt's negative. They're not doing anything major as a team. So if you're Voom's army, you just think, right, if we just shut Beanbag down slightly, you never know. We might be able to come back into this. But I mean, we're just watching him now. I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, with the form that he's in, it is insane to try and stop him. I mean, you would just let him just run rampant right now. He's just going absolutely huge. 31 and 8, 3-point streak, and he just doesn't want to stop. I reckon he's going to drop a 40. Easy.
Yeah, I'm saying drop a 40 bomb. We've got 3 minutes there. Fine, Beanbag. I'm going to my teammates. You know what? Can we just ignore the ball? Let me just kill. I want to drop 40. I want to drop 50. Let me get my confidence up with 13 and 2 up. We don't need to worry about the ball. Just let me kill everything I see. If you run in my way, I'm going to kill you as well.
Yeah, and he's going to get another one. Yes, he picked up one more. That's 32. Just 8 away from the 40. Oh, unfortunately, he does get taken out from behind. And then we have Revolt taking down 1. And it is as if Rift just aren't bothered with the drone right now.
No,
They just don't really care about it. They've got a nice, comfortable 11-point lead. Beanbag's going ham.
Beanbag's going ham. I like it.
He just doesn't need to do anything. I mean, Revolt there is going on a 3-point streak. Can he get the third? No. Does get shut down, but it is just the Beanbag show.
It is the Beanbag show. The term "you've been Beanbag" is being used more and more in his community as he plays, and he's come onto this scene kind of out of nowhere relatively in this last year of AW, but he's just, I mean, what I'd quite like to see, you keep playing to the end purely from the point of view that you just want some momentum. You don't want to go to bed after having a really massive defeat at the end of the night. You want to get some momentum, so when you wake up tomorrow and you're making that losers bracket and you go, you know what, boys, we've had a bit of pride, we came back, we could secure things, so you just build up the momentum going into tomorrow so you don't go to bed completely demoralised tonight.
Yeah, exactly. You need something to really just hold on to, and I think what they can really hold on to was that, you know, their S&D game was actually pretty decent. There was a real few tweaks here and there that you just needed to fix up on, but that's it. I mean, you know, but their respawn is what is letting them down at this minute in time. I mean, yes, this Rift squad are incredible. Like, their slaying ability is second to none, but you can't allow them to run this show. I mean, look, Beanbag 41 and 12. I mean,
yeah, 41 13.
What can you do against that?
You can't. You're playing against a one-man wrecking machine. He might as well just have double XO armor and just be running at you because you just can't kill him at this point of view. 6 seconds there, 15-4. That's game over. It's very comfortable. But as I say, if you're Voon's army, you take a bit of heart. You go, you know what? That hard point, we kind of brought it back. It went out to the massive lead in the end, but we brought it back. Potentially could have, maybe if we clutched up on a few kills, could have been a different story. S&D again, clutched up on a few kills, could have been a different story. Uplink, you kind of got to go home, talk about your strats before you come back tomorrow in the losers bracket and go, what on earth went wrong there? How did we let someone just do that to us?
Yeah, well, they just got beanbagged, basically. No other way of being put. 43-13. Insane. Well played to the Rift guys. To be fair, we kind of expected it to be a 3-0 anyway, but it was such an emphatic victory in that uplink that you just have to applaud them. But commiserations to Voon's army. They will go ahead and progress in the losers bracket tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I think that's all from us for today. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you later.
It seems like we'll always be the ones out of line, imagining a place where we belong, with miles and miles ahead. In a new moon, I will find you, so we can start miracles. In a new moon, we can try to feel invincible. It seems like we'll always be the ones out of line, imagining a place where we belong, with miles and miles ahead. In a new moon, I will find you, so we can start miracles. In a new moon, we can try to feel invincible. Can you feel? Can you feel? In a new moon, we can try to feel invincible.
Renegade back master, back 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 renegade back master. P4 damager, the ill behaviors back once again. Will the renegade master? P4 damager, power to the people's back once again. Will the renegade master? P4 damager, the ill behaviors back once again. Will the renegade master? P4 damager, power to the people's back once again. Will the renegade master? P4 damager, the ill behaviors back once again. Will the renegade master? P4 damager, power to the people's back once again. Will the renegade master? P4 damager, the ill behaviors back renegade back master, back renegade back master, back renegade back master. P4 damager, the ill behaviors. master. Back renegade, back master. Back renegade, back master. D4 damage with the ill behavior. Back once again for the renegade master. D4 damage, power to the people. Back once again for the renegade master. D4 damage, the ill behavior. Back once again for the renegade master. D4 damage, power to the people. Back once again for the renegade master. D4 damage, the ill behavior. Back once again for the renegade master. D4 damage, power to the people. Back once again for the renegade master. D4 damage, the ill behavior. Renegade master. Renegade master. D4 damage, the ill behavior.
Your trail, and to be with you, I would go anywhere, anywhere, anywhere. So I set sail, 'cause these thoughts of you, they follow me everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. You can tell that I'm slipping. You can tell that you can tell that you can tell that I'm closer now. And you can tell that you can tell that my resolve is fading. And you can tell that you can tell that I'm ready. And I can tell that we're gonna collide tonight, collide tonight, collide tonight. Gonna collide tonight, collide tonight, collide tonight. The truth is I've been waiting. The truth is I've been holding back so long. The truth is I've been waiting. I'm that strong. You can tell that I'm slipping. You can tell that you can tell that you can tell that I'm closer now. And you can tell that you can tell that my resolve is faded. And you can tell that you can tell that I'm ready. And I can tell that we're gonna collide tonight. Collide tonight. Collide tonight. Gonna collide tonight. Collide tonight. Collide tonight. My resolve is faded. And you can tell that you can tell that I'm ready. I can tell that we're gonna collide tonight. Collide tonight. Collide tonight. Gonna collide tonight. Collide tonight. Collide tonight. Oh, oh, oh. Collide tonight.
Stop playing this song, it makes me high. I hear myself singing, I'm feeling so alive. I'm feeling so alive. Won't this go on forever? I don't wanna get off this ride. I can't stop playing this song, it makes me high.
When I think about you, my feelings can't explain why after all this time you stay on my mind. Oh. You stay on my mind. Oh. this time. All this time.
I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me run the same course. I'm slipping down a chain reaction, and here I go, here I go, here I go, go. And once again
I'm around you. You make my temperature rise. All I want is you there beside me. A straight shot.
Shut your eyes and sing to me. Shut your eyes and sing to me. Shut. Your eyes and sing to me. Shut your eyes and sing to me. Shut your eyes. Shut your eyes. Shut your eyes and sing to me. Shut your eyes and sing to me. Shut your eyes. Shut your eyes. Shut your eyes and sing to me.
Can't fly, oh, live on the run. Bonnie and Clyde, they're gonna watch us fade out into the sunset. We'll feel young like the first time we met. Watch us fade out into the sunset. Ain't now where the sound never gonna touch the ground. Just broke enough. They say we're all fucked up, just fucked up enough. We're not lost, we're all just wanderers. Turn the page till we're uncovered. Yeah, 'cause they don't see the way we dance, and they don't see the way we love, and they don't see the way we lose ourselves in the moment. They don't know us. They don't know. They say we're losing sleep, that we're caught in a daydream, but we're just free falling, like glitter on the concrete. We're not lost, we're all just wanderers. In the lights we are discovered. Yeah, 'cause they don't see the way we dance, and they don't see the way we love, and they don't see the way we lose ourselves in the moment. They don't know
Come check the flow. You ain't know, come check the flow. You ain't know, come check the flow.
like this.
Disappear.
I'm getting worried.
Let's rock, let's rock, let's rock, let's rock. Let's rock.
to find. Bring me to the sky. In the summertime, through blue and white, where I can fly.
Welcome to the Monster Cat Podcast. Taking you on a journey. This is Monster Cat.
Hey everyone, this is Dan, and welcome back to the Monster Cat Podcast. After 3 weeks and nearly 600 submissions, it's time for the final showdown. Today, 8 of you will take the family on a journey as we listen to your take on the Monster Cat Podcast. To vote for your favorite finalists, head over to mixcontest.monstercat.com immediately following today's episode. I want to thank every single person who submitted a mix to our contest. We listened to each and every one of them, but we had to narrow down the field. The following finalists were chosen who we felt best portrayed the essence of our podcast: a balance of genres, compelling transitions, and ultimately, the ability to take us on a journey.
You sexy beast. You sexy beast. You sexy beast. You sexy beast.
So let's get started and enjoy this 2-hour edition of the Monster Cat Podcast.
First up, buttons.
losing ground, and in the flashing, my world comes crashing down. I'm left in nowhere, no place to hide, out in the open, like ashes in the sky. I quit the illusion. I'm moving
Welcome back to I-53, and here we are for another game, Evasion vs E4, and I'm here with a little bit of a special guest, someone who's not really as familiar in the camera. It's a little bit of guest appearance, it's Seb. So, Seb, obviously, just quickly explain your background in kind of the community. For those of you who don't know, obviously you've been coaching as well as playing. Whereabouts have you played this tournament so far?
Kind of lost both games, so
out of the
tournament already.
So the greatest start already. So obviously he's going to have the expert analysis, what you're all going to need to know, because he's apparently lost both games. So without hesitation, we're going to go straight into Solar Hardpoint. Obviously, we kind of know a little bit about both these teams, but we don't know too much, do we? So it's going to be quite interesting from my point of view, because I don't know them that much. And I'm sure you probably don't know that much. Is there anyone or any players what you know in this team? What's going to kind of stand out?
I mean, I don't know the teams, like, as you said, well enough, but I've been talking to some guys in the community, and obviously the Evasion, a very good French team, coming across, obviously, to play in this LAN. Lots of people tip them to maybe cause a few upsets at this event. And then you've got E4, who I've been hearing are quite good online. There's a couple of people on the E4 to watch out for. So I think we should start off with E4, just because a couple of the community members have said that they're quite a good team. But it'd be interesting to see. These are 4th and 5th seeds, I believe. So pretty close seeds together. So this should be a really good game going into it.
Yep, exactly. And of course, it is going to be a best of 5. So we might see 3 maps, we might see 5 maps. It's all going to be straight away. E4 going to a great start. 2 kills already going down. Made up 3 kills. Kills are going down straight away. And to be honest, we've already been through this situation. We say it time and time again. You could probably shed a little bit more light on it, but for this hardpoint rotation, you don't expect to get much points, do you, Seb?
No, I mean, in this hardpoint, this middle hardpoint, is such a hotly contested hardpoint. Your main aim is to go and split the time moving into the next hardpoint and focus on spawns. Ideally, you just want to keep those top spawns and just split this time going into it, because then you can look to control the next hardpoint. And that's the main aim, probably, for all of these players. You'll probably see quite a lot pushing glass and round into this area where Chucky is at the moment, and that's what they're looking to control going into the next hill.
Yeah, but let's talk about Chucky at the minute as we are on board with him. We do see him get 1 kill up on that glass area. He's got 2 more players in front of him, but as you were saying, the rotation needs to come in with 3 seconds left, and it looks like E4 are already going to be pretty much set up for that. Who's that player? That's going to be Luti, who's going to be there leading the charge for his team with his bow. Going to get 1 kill, going to eventually get the second kill, but he's so weak. He's going to eventually get traded, but if you look at this, the scores are so close, Seb.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the spawns now, Evasion got such a nice split spawn there. 2 of them spawn up top, and 1 of them pushed through mid. We saw Gunput just get that kill and push through mid, and then 1 of them pushed the bottom. And they've now got control of the hill. But obviously they're going to flood through mid, E4 are flooding through mid, try and get control of this hill. And probably, if you look, they're probably going to try and push out and push up towards the spawns to try and control them, because there is 27 seconds left. And as Evasion just get 4 down.
Yeah, exactly. It's something I'm not going to try and pronounce that gaming tag, but Whalers, let's just say that. That's a good guess. And of course, we're going to see what he can do. He gets shut down before he can even get to see him, but Chucky comes in huge with a massive 2-piece with that grenade. However, 10 seconds left. It's all about that rotation for the next one, and I think Motions just realised the time. He turns around, he goes straight back into that next hard point, and let's see what Motions can do. See, at the minute, if you look at the minimap to the left-hand side, there's no one going to be there, you know. This Evasion team are very, very slow on the rotations, and that's because they were spawning up at the top, so we're not going to see this. So if we look at the map now, we're going to see.
And this hill, you can knock it down really easily and get some major time. And this is one of the hills on Solar. You want to get loads of time. But I like the play from E4. Sending the guy who's struggling slightly, get him to just hold spawns and let everyone stay around him.
Yep, exactly. Now we see Evasion's actually locking this down, but with 8 seconds left, they're not going to get much time on this hill, as it looks like E4 kind of cut their losses and said, right, okay, we need to rotate, especially with this rotation. It's one side of the map all the way to the other, so they decide to rotate nice and early. Probably a smart play by E4. Obviously, they're sacrificing time, but in the long run, they're going to get a better lockups. We do see Motions now sitting on us, and he's checked to his left. It's unfortunate contact, and 3 members all going to be down. It's all down to Headguy to defend it. While his team is coming from support, 1 kill to his name, made that 2 kills. Second guy to his left, grenade goes off. That was actually a bit of a team kill.
Yeah, it was a bit of a team kill, and I did like the setup there from Evasions. They did break it quite nicely, but E4 just came straight back, slayed them out of the way, and just came and got those kills. And then ultimately they're holding the hard point now. Evasions have now obviously taken control. This is such a back and forth hill rage, and I mean it's such a close. There's only 10 points going into it, and this is one of the hills. When you look at this map, you want to hold all the time on this hill. You can set up, you can have one guy pushing out windows, one guy pushing out glass, and one in P1, and just one in hill, and they're going to spawn so far away, you can get so much time. But we've seen this hill is quite back and forth, and I mean, because neither team have really got set up, it's been broken and rebroke, so it's quite interesting to see that on a hill that's normally like a money hill, as you would say, it's not actually turned out that way on this time round.
Yep, and now we do see E4 locking down the last couple of seconds as we do rotate around for the last set of, the first set of rotation. Last hard point in the first set of rotation, that was a little bit of a tongue twister. Look at that kill feed. It's all Evasions, and E4 Motion's going to took it in there as well. Try and break up the blue, but Evasions slowly pulling away with a little bit of a lead, but it's nothing massive, you know. The last couple of games we've seen when we've been Rift and, you know, all these big teams, they've been massive leads in hard points, but this has been incredibly close, and we're only halfway into it. It's going to go anyway.
Yeah, there's only 30 points into it, but I'd quite like to jump on board with Whalers. He was 17-9, he's now 17-10. He's doing quite a lot of the slaying. I mean, Chucky has got more kills, but his KD's so much more. I want to see what he's doing, see if he can pick up some kills. I mean, he's got 1 kill there. Is he going to get the guy at the back? He gets him hit marker, he's challenging him. He's going to get that second kill. No, he's not. Oh, a bit windy.
Might actually benefit there. You got a 2-piece there just by a bit of a fluke, but it's from my boy Grumper, who, again, as we mentioned, they're spawning so far out now because they haven't got these spawns, as you keep on going on about. And Grumper, so close. But Headguy says no, and to be honest, it embarrasses him on stream.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a turn on. I mean, he's probably not going to like that when he watches the VOD, but we're back on board with Whalers. He's got a guy tied up in the corner, gets the assist, which is completely fine. And again, Alex, we're moving on to this middle hill again, and they're just going to be playing for spawns and trying to split the time, especially if you're Evasions. You're just going to want to split this time. You know you've got the lead of about 20 points. You're just going to try and split the time. And Whalers, again, he's on a 3-kill streak now, and he's just starting to hot up again.
Yep, Evasion's actually doing a very good job of keeping this E4 team away from the hill. It's stopping them from getting on the contestation, allowing them to get some more points. As we already mentioned, just look at the kill feed, it's all blue. All blue, obviously blue's Invasion. It's just all of them killing them before this E4 lineup can get onto that hard point and get the contestants and pick the players off the hard point. It's just more guilty. See what he can do, it's actually guilt. But see, he gets 2 kills already and breaks the hard point. There's another guy in that mid-court, smart play there, going to use that underground tool to his advantage to just get out of there, reload his weapon and pop back up with a 1 kill. Another guy to his right, another guy to his left, but unfortunately just too much for him. He didn't quite get all 3.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 20 points in it. Evasion's 20 points up, but they're massively outslaying E4.
Yeah.
All 3 out of 4 members of E4 are negative, and only 1's neutral. And look on the opposite side of the leaderboard, 3 are positive and 1's negative, and he's mainly the OBJ, because look, he's got 6 catches to his name. So they just need to step up the slaying. If E4 can step up the slaying, this like second set of rotation, they can easily come back into this. But again, they need to break this hill.
Yeah, exactly. We do see Gotti now. Going to try and get that kill, but it is being contested. There's a guy on the other side, and just wrong place, wrong time. I'm not even sure he was going for that kill. He just got caught in the crossfire, gets taken out. It's one with Doki, and I'm actually liking this spot. He's kind of in an unusual spot where he's out of the way. Not many people would expect him to see him there. And again, even if he's just contesting it, it's going to take him a while to find him up there.
Yeah, it's such a good spot. If your team are behind you and down low and you haven't got spawns, you can just sit there and contest that hill all day long, and you see so many more players using it. I think it's a spot that's only really come into the game, probably second half of the game's life cycle.
Yep.
You didn't see many people using it initially, but as soon as people found out about it, everyone abuses it to its power. As I say, you can have a guy AR in. If you don't have spawns, have a guy AR on top of the building, just watching over you, 1 SMG watching your mid, and then you can just sit in that spot. You either contest or you gain all that time. As you see, Evasions even, they're just getting the kills and rotating well, and they've pulled out a lead. Whereas 20 points going into that second hill, and now they're up to 40 points, 50 points now.
Yep, Gunpo's going to be the first line of defense here with his bow sitting behind that box just to get 1 kill, but not to mention he did a really good job of rotating nice and early and getting the spawns for the team and allowing them to lock up. I'm not sure what Wells was doing there, getting a bit stuck there. He's going to eventually get shut down before he even gets into the hard point. Chucky B is coming in, going to try and get 1 kill. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the same kill as well. Let's change it up for E4. Let's jump on board with Motions. Trying to get Looty, but he died. Motion's going to be locking on this hard point, but again, 3 members of Invasions in front of him. It's going to be so hard to try and stay alive, but somehow Motion's doing it. He's on the narrowest of margins of health.
Yeah, I mean, I like the head glitch Motions was taken up there. He needs the advantage he's getting. He's 20 and 31, not having the greatest game. He's picked it up from when he was struggling a bit earlier. But again, he needs to pick it up again. They're just getting outslayed. And in this game is such a slay-based game. They just need to pick up the slaying, rotate. They've rotated late again. Well, they actually got the spawns now. But they need to hold this hill. If they can hold this hill going into the last hill, then who knows, we could see a comeback. I just can't see it at the moment though, Age.
Yeah, okay, it's from with Jucky. He's going to try and break this hill. 2 from one side, 2 from the other. So it's just literally just a clash of heads. See who can get the better of the gunfight. So you see assist going in, and it's looking like Evasion have control of this hill. The spawns are coming in from behind though, so that's going to catch him off guard. They just need to instantly turn around. Great awareness by Evasion, but I think it's a little bit too late. Whaler is trying to pick the last couple of kills, 2 kills to his name. But again, the spawns on this point, it can be one side, it can be the other. It's so easy to flip and so easy to manipulate.
Yeah, spawns are so easy to flip. I mean, you push up slightly too far one side, they then spawn out, and if you don't call out the spawns, then you just lose all momentum. They just come in, flank you, and then just get all the kills, and then you lose all the time. You have to be so careful, as Gunper team kills his teammate there. But you have to be so careful where you're pushing out and keep communicating. And I don't think either team has really done that from the way looking at the spawns. No one's really held down a hill like for a very consistent amount of time. Evasions have just held it down maybe for that extra 20 seconds per hill, but no one's held a hill consistently where we've just seen them get kill after kill after kill after kill and hold them skill feed. And E4 make a little comeback on this last hill, but I think it's a bit too late.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit too late. You know, it's nice that E4 obviously shown a bit of resilience towards the end, but I think Evasion are more than aware that they've actually got this in the bag. They kind of pulled it away towards the end because it was very close, only to about the second set of rotations when, you know, I think they got more comfortable into the game, they got more into their groove, and you could actually start putting some points away. And again, 18 seconds left on the clock. We've got to point out Gunper, who's 39 and 27, made that 28 as he just gets taken out as we jump on board with him, but putting up big numbers. But Whalers, 45-24, if you've got that on your team, that sort of slaying power in your pocket and your team, it's going to benefit so much on the hard point.
Yeah, it's going to be so hard, especially as I said earlier on, this game's such a slaying game. If your player is going after him 45 and 25 kills, the other team almost playing, it's like having an extra person on the field.
Yeah.
He's creating so many interactions and in the people's face, and even if he was going neutral there but had the same amount of interactions, just pushing out those spawns, getting all of those kills and those interactions are just forcing the other team back, and they just can't get onto it. But I mean, we go into a completely different game mode moving into Search and Destroy. It might be Evasion to a really good hardpoint team, and we know foreign teams, they play kind of weird sometimes on S&D, so who knows, it could be that E4 then go and take this second map.
Exactly, that's a very crucial point. The next map coming up is going to be Search and Destroy Riot, so it's going to be a little bit slower. No one's going to be playing a Search and Destroy like a hardpoint, so it should be interesting to see whether this is more Evasion's preferred game mode or E4's game mode. There's only one way to find out, and that's by just after this break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to I-55. We're here again, second map, Search and Destroy Riot. Currently Evasion 1-0 up in the series, best of 5 in the winners bracket round 4. Evasion versus E4. Any predictions, Seb? You know, to be honest, at this stage it's more of a wild guess, but do you feel as if E4 might be a strong Search and Destroy team?
I mean, yeah, they potentially could be a strong Search and Destroy team. As I say, just before this match started, not the game, and as we go to the talk there, the game ends. But
yep.
I mean, I could see Evasion maybe taking it. They got the momentum from the last map. Could potentially go in and take this. As I said, the French team might have some weird strategies to put out.
You sexy beast. You sexy beast. You sexy beast. You sexy beast.
Exactly, that's always a factor.
E4 might not be able to counter those, but E4 could potentially take this match. As I say, don't know enough about the teams to make an accurate prediction.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's one of the things what probably is... It's a big factor, but a lot of people wouldn't say it would be the fact that, you know, Evasion is a French team. They scrim against different teams on a regular basis. So, you know, they won't be learning as much as E4, who probably scrims against UK teams and English teams all the time. So, you know, there's always that factor of you don't really know what the other teams got to do because you don't scrim the likes of their teams before. So that could always, you know, lead to some wacky strategies from Evasion, you know. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what they can throw at us. But again, there's only one way to find out, and eventually we're loading into the game. So hopefully, second time lucky, we're not going to have any stops and all that good stuff, as it looks like, you know, eventually 4 on each team. That seems pretty fair to me. So we're going to go underway. We're going to go on the offense, and we'll jump on board with Chucky and see what he can do straight off the bat. To be honest, I'm not going to jump on board for any particular reason. It's just the fact that I feel as if, from what I've seen of him in... Okay, he's not moving. Oh, he is moving. From what I've seen of the game, he seems to be the sort of player who's going to be a factor in this Search and Destroy. Yeah, and as you see, straight away they go to that favoured A bomb site, and Killcode traded. Actually, Motions pushes out. It's now 2v2 situation. That happened really quick, Alex. I mean, that happened in the space of 30 seconds of the round. Yeah. And it's now a 2v2 situation. It'll be interesting to see, because bomb is down, so it'll be interesting to see if they try and work bomb or if they play for those kills. Yeah, exactly. I'm liking this strategy by both teams here, trying to buddy up, sticking together, and basically relying on it. I mean, Evasions are probably doing it a little bit more, as they're literally side by side, conjoined at the hip. And this is just going to benefit them, you know, because if Chucky gets into a gunfight and dies, his teammate Wailers is just behind him, able to trade the kill. And I'm liking this. They've come all the way around now, behind Evasion spawn, and possibly could maybe catch E4, you know, unaware. Yeah, I mean, you see Chucky shooting there and having an interaction, and I think they've spotted where they are. And it looks like the way that E4 are positioned, they know bomb's down. Yeah. They're both of them right around the bomb site, so it looks like they're just going to play the time and play the bomb. There's 27 seconds left. They're just going to play that time if you're E4, and just play the bomb, and you just can just keep peeking both bomb sites. If you know bomb's down, then you're in such a good situation. Yeah, some horrible COD time in there as well. There's a guy below him as well. I'm not sure he sees him. We just saw him too late. It's going to be a 2v1 situation. Chucky in this 2v1 situation. It's a 1v1. He sees the guy behind him as well. Can he get the 2v1 clutch shots going down? How is he still alive? He's so weak, but he's going to back away. Probably a smart play, but Looty, he can't be that. He's pretty. He's stronger. He's got health. Yeah. Time limit reach. Play that he didn't go and plant the bomb, but I like the play from the E4 player. He just waited out the time, because if he plants, he can then peek and see where he goes. Yep. He's only got a sniper, so there's no point peeking out to challenge with 5 seconds left, just in case the guy is exactly what he was doing, and he was just standing on bomb. Yeah, it's a 3v3 situation now. We're on board with Guilt, see what he can do as Motions picks up a nice kill there to even up the odds into his favour, but I don't know how he got away from that. Krumpa is just... a bit of slow reactions there, at least from our point of view. You know, he probably should have got some shots down to bomb, and now the bomb is down, meaning it's in favour for this E4 team. They have the numbers advantage, and now they have the bomb advantage. However, Grumper's got to change that. It's a 2v2 situation where we see Looty with the COD vision just actually get him on the peak, meaning that Whalers is now in a 2v1 position, and he's in a very hard situation. He needs to get the kills and get the defuse. 27 left on the clock. He gets it to a 1v1. Let's see whereabouts Guilty is, and he's peeking it. Looks like he's probably going to check bomb soon. I'd actually write this play, you know, but he needs to check the bomb. But Whalers, he's looking for the kill rather than going for the defuse.
Oh, and he just gets away there. He just buys himself time. Whalers is now not going to get the defuse, and that's going to be 2 rounds to E4. And Motion's starting off this S&D very strong. I called him out in that hard point for not having the best of games, not slaying well enough. But he started off 4-2 in this S&D. At the moment, he's top of his team's leaderboard while he's in kills. So he's actually carrying his team at the moment, and they're 2-0. So as we say, we weren't quite sure how this was going to stack up, Alex. Going into this, weren't quite sure whether Evasions or E4 how the S&D was turning out, and it turns out that the English side on home soil is able to start out stratting them in the S&D.
Yeah, exactly. So E4 now currently with a 2-0 lead. We've got to jump on board with Doki. See what he can do. See what happens. He's got the bow. Surprise, surprise. Seems like most people have the bows in this map for a good reason. Well, it's such a strong board. But if you look at E4, 3 members, maybe that 4 members are all overextended straight through B. And the flankers come in. Motion's getting the first kill on Chucky. And again, I don't think Chucky expected that. That flank all the way. Most importantly for Evasion, their first round is on the board.
Yeah, and that's such a big round. If E4 goes 3-0 up there, the momentum going into S&D is it's one of those rounds you would call like a swaying round. They go 3-0 up, they've got such a big momentum, and they're just going to probably pull away in the S&D, but to claw that back to 2-1 just gives them that glimmer of hope. They started getting kills, so now they're just going to come back into it, and they're now on the defensive round, so they can just maybe play it slow. They can maybe flank themselves and just see what they can do.
Oh, another strong play call here from E4, and it's been matched. Both teams go straight through mid. Gunfight's going down left, right, and centre. That was such a weird case of situations where both teams would run straight through mid, and then 8 players just meet in the middle of the map, shoot their guns off. I'm not really sure it was agreed or whether that's a fluke or what, but at the situation now, 2 players from each team are down, making it a 2v2. And to be honest, I think Evasion are probably in the better of the 2 situations now, as we do see them pretty much well set.
Win that round. That's such a big run again. They're now tied 2-2, and I mean, both players having some windy shots. So
yeah, I'm not claiming that those are the best shots in the world, but if you allow him to turn on you and then EXO back and then reload is going to kill you, there's some problems, and that's coming from me. And you've seen me play, and I'm not the best.
Yeah, I mean, if you're calling someone out for their gun skill, then I feel quite bad for them, Alex. But as you say, again, pushing this favoured A bomb site, and offense on this round is probably the most favoured side. I mean, most S&D maps, you say defense is the most favoured side, but the offense on this map is the most favoured, just because you can push up and you can get to that bomb site so quick. You can get there the same time as the defensive team. So it's one of those, most people just rush that A bomb site and try and get the bomb down.
Yep, and now we're going to see a situation where we see Gillett setting up top of this A site, and to be honest, it looks like the bomb's going to go there. He's going to have to get into engagement or 2. They know he's here now, so he needs to kind of make a call for his team, because surely he got to know that the bomb is going down. Grumper plants that bomb, and who is it? Is it Looty? Looty's coming on the flank. He needs to get his kill in fire with the bow. It's really hard to see people, though. I just ran straight past it. We've seen that happen so many times in fire. I don't know whether it's just because of the textures or whatever, but for some reason people find it so hard to find people, especially if they're hiding in the mesh like that.
Such a good spot. So many players go in that spot, but even if you think they're going to be in that spot, you have to pre-aim, and you have to walk so far around that corner to pre-aim them, and they can see you straight through that meshing, as we just saw, and you're not gonna win that gunfight unless it's online and you have a great connection. But it's such a hard gunfight to win if you're pushing through fire, and you're going to be weak, and then they're going to know where you are, and ultimately, it was in a 1v3 situation. It was quite a hard situation to be in.
Again, 4 pushes from the front.
They've just blind countered each other again. They seem to just be, these 2 teams seem to be going back and forth in the S&D, countering each other. We saw them push mid in that last round, and now they just both push B at the same time. It's quite ridiculous, really.
It is ridiculous. I'm going to give Golly a little bit of love, because he's not doing the greatest in terms of score. Currently 1 kill, 5 deaths. Let's see what he can do, and he's sitting on such a powerful position. I really like this spot, but let's not point out the fact that Gillett has somehow managed to get a bomb site all the way to the other side of the map at A, and he's got the bomb down, so Golly is in a powerful position. I think actually there's a player on the bomb here. Who is that? Chucky. Let's see if he actually goes for the diffuser. He tries to get the kills first. Surely you must have seen that guy in fire. It's so hard to say what you've seen and what you haven't seen because of the outlines of the players, what we see in Codcaster. But again, 20 seconds left of the defuse, and no one's even bothered about getting a kill.
Yeah, and you've got Gillett highlighted on the mini-map. He's laying down bus. He's just watching that. If you watch where he is, he's just waiting for that guy to get on bomb. He was laid there for 30 seconds, Rage, just waiting to get on bomb, and he's played that so perfect. He literally has just won that round for E4 to tie that up. He was laying there for 30 seconds just watching. Them run past bomb, look for the kills, and he didn't have to do anything. He was just perfectly placed in that spot.
Yeah, it was such a smart play. Great awareness by him to know that he needs to sit there, and even if he sees the guy jump on the bomb, don't get the kill straight away. Wait 2 seconds, 3 seconds, just to count the clock down a little bit more and kill the clock.
Yeah, it's all about playing the clock in that situation, especially when they're in a 2v3. They're outnumbered going into that situation, and ultimately he's tied the game up, and he's probably feeling good about himself right now. He's 4 or 5, top of his team's leaderboard. He's got 2 plants for his name, so he's obviously playing the objective. He's probably feeling quite good about himself. Again, we see this standard A push coming from Evasions. They haven't done anything too wacky yet. Like I was trying to say, they might at the start of the S&D. They haven't done anything too wacky. They've just done that standard A push quite a few times in a row. I don't know if you saw one there. Whaler saw one there, and it's now a 2v3 situation again for E4.
Oh, that was very, very, very risky there by Gillett. Nearly getting kicked off there, and he actually does, meaning that Looty is now going to be in a 2v1 situation. Thankfully for him, the bomb has been planted, so he just needs to defend this A bomb site. But again, it's not as easier said than done. 2 players gonna be approaching him from 2 directions where he has no idea where else they're gonna be. He's playing this actually quite smart. I like the fact that he's not just gonna sit back in one place. He's gonna try and outflank them by going behind them once again. But oh, he might be making a little bit too noisy. He needs to check that corner to his right. He needs to check those reactions. How quick is his reactions? Get some bullets into him, but unfortunately isn't enough. He does get taken out. 4-3. This search and destroy is so close.
Yeah, it's so back and forth. The hard point went to Evasions and was quite comfortable in the end. As I say, they didn't really wash them away, but it was quite a comfortable victory in the end. This S&D, completely different game mode, so much survey, so much more tactical, and it's turning into a real close game, Alex.
Yep, exactly. Now, I'm going to jump on board with Motions, because Motions, he seems to be the person who we never jump on board with him, but he's always the one who we always end up being on because he's always making these plays. He hasn't got the bomb in his hand, so usually expects him to push, but look at the minimap again. Evasions, another wacky play call. Yeah. 4-man straight through B. However, this time it was called out early. Motions realised something was up, turned around and got that kill on Chucky. Bomb has been planted down as well. We're going to get a second kill as well. Motions, great start for him. There's another player down low. Who is this? It looks like it's gonna be Grumper, and wow, I was going to I mean that Grumper is now in a 1v3 situation. Yeah. Motions is going for the ace.
Yeah, Motions looking for the ace. I don't know if he's backing away from it. He's just Motions just running away. He's not having any of that. He doesn't want his ace. He's just saying, you know what, I've got 3 kills. I let my teammates get another kill to tie this round up. It was perfect play. I was about to say he started off 4-2 and was then 4 and he was then 5 and 7 and wasn't having that good of a round. He slowed really down, but that round he's just again completely clutched his round for his team. He got 3 kills, and then, as I say, run away, just let his teammates take some kills themselves.
And of course, you know firsthand how important it is to have those rounds where you get the 2 kills or 3 kills, and how important it is for the hype to come in there, especially in these situations where it's 4-4 and you can probably see it going down to the wire. How important is that, do you feel, as again a 4-man push straight through mid?
Yeah, and this was what I was talking about. I'll come back to your point in a second about those rounds, but as I say, the wacky rounds, Looty getting a lovely snipe there. They've managed to trade it, and I don't know if Doki saw the guy down low. I don't think he did. Again, the wacky play, and it's not really worked out this time. It's left them in a 1v3 situation. But coming back to your point, that's a lovely snipe.
That's such a nice snipe, making it a 2v1 situation. He's got the 1 kill, he's got the 2 kills. He's now in a 1v1 situation. Can Doki clutch this up? Gillett versus Doki. It's going to be absolutely insane. He's currently 12-5. He's doing so well for his team, and Gillett knows this, and he's just going to run away.
Yeah, Gillett's just run away. I mean, Gillett's playing the rotation, and I think he could have played this perfectly.
Oh.
Doki's about to go to B-bomb. No, he's decided he's going to go to A, and that's worked out so well for Doki. Again, but they've both rotated at the same time. Gillett's played this so well. He's just peeked B-bomb, realised he's not there, peeked A-bomb. I mean, he might have got a lucky timing that Doki didn't pop out necessarily at B, so he thought it was at B and went back. But it's just worked out so perfectly to get there. And now we see him 5-4 up. And I think at this point, after that 3 kills by Motions and then the 1v1 clutch by Gillett, I think you have to favour E4 going into this 10th round.
Yeah, it's all to play for. Again, this round could potentially be the last round if E4 manages to pick it up. Let's jump on board with them and see what they can do. And let's jump on board with Gillett, the man of the hour for that last kill cam. See what he can do. He has bomb in hand, and look at evasions. All 4 members have gone to A, and E4 and Gillett and co just decide to sit back and play it slow. Again, something we haven't really seen. We always see that. Oh, what a grenade! But we always see that was where, if a team needs to win, we see them sometimes take the pedal off the gas, play it very, very slow, and sometimes it can backfire for them.
Yeah, evasions there. I don't know if you saw in the minimap, all 3 of them, in fact all 4 of them jumped out at A to try and blind counter and challenge the rush A. They jumped out, realised no one was there, and didn't really rotate. They kind of just stayed at A, didn't really rotate to B. And as you can see, they've now got E4 have now got one down, 4v2 situation. You've got to say at this point, it's E4's round to lose.
Yep, exactly. It's all down to Doki and Whalers. Let's jump on board with Doki. Let's jump on board with Whalers, because he gets taken out, and straight like that, before we can even jump on both of them, they both get taken out in quick succession. It's going to be 6-4 in favour to E4. Closing up the series in a 1-1 fashion. This has the makings to go all the way down to the wire.
Yeah, and I mean, what a great way for these 2 teams. Probably, as I say, they're such close seeds together.
Yep.
I think this is going to go 5-5. You might see the French maybe taking the respawns. Uplink's such a different game mode to Hardpoint, though.
Yep.
Again, quite a lot of people say if you're a good respawn team, then you should be taking the Uplinks. But Uplink's such a different game. You can play it so much more strategy. It's almost like a combination between S&D's massive strategy and Hardpoint slaying. You bring that together, and then you get Uplink with the amount of slaying you need to slay, but then also you need the strategy. You need the awareness to maybe put it out for 15 seconds if you're not in a situation to get ball. And as I said, I can't call this, Alex. It's such close teams, and I think maybe E4 might take this one just purely on the fact they've just won the S&D and they're on a bit of a roll.
One thing I want to look out for is Gotti. See whether he can recover from that. Not the greatest of search and destroys. See whether he can come back. See whether he can lead the charge for his team going into this Uplink Detroit. We'll see you right after this break. ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Uplink Detroit, 1-1. This series has the making to be all the way down to the wire. I said that once, and I'm going to say it again because usually if we see it go this close, and it was close, if we look at that search and destroy, it was close, it's going to go to the last map, search and destroy. I'm already calling it. Let's jump on board Gillett, see what he can do straight off the bat on this Uplink. Uplink's a completely different game mode, so let's see what he can do. Let's enable that card vision, and we do see one player there. And again, already Evasion's starting in control with that drone in hand.
Yeah, Whaler's already starting up as he carried on in the hard point. Already got 2 kills, he's just actually gone down. Evasion's, you would say, on the bad side starting off, so they're probably just looking to keep the side close, maybe trying to nick the side by a few points. But if you're E4, you want to get a lead early on in this good side, and ultimately you need a decent lead because you run pushing through school side so much more overpowered than pushing through this side.
Yep. And that's one thing I really want to talk about is how do you approach this as a team? Obviously, you've got the experience. Do you just try to defend for one side, or you just literally just try to get as much points as possible on the bad side and hope that your teammates don't? As we see Looty just waltz through school. That's a push we're going to see so much now. It's got to that point where everyone, it's just tradition implanted into their head of just got to push through school because it's just such a good way to push and get that 2-point dunk. Because we just get it now. Last member left for his team. He's more aware that he goes for the 15-point reset. Such a smart heads-up play from him.
Yeah, such a good play from Gillett. Putting out for 15. His team's just got a 2-pointer. Just slowing the pace down. They did that perfectly. They got all 4 dead when they pushed through that. And then they're probably playing a bit frantic after that. Just slow the pace down, put it out 15, let your teammates spawn up, let them get map control, and wait for that ball to reset, and then see if you can go again and push through school.
Yeah, exactly. And let's jump on board with Chucky, who hasn't really having the greatest games. To be honest, he always is like mid-table. Chucky doesn't really have amazing games. He has like average games, and I feel as if that's something we need to change if we want to kind of put this Uplink. Ducky and diving Doki eventually gets it in though. Great play by Doki to get that 1 point in, closing the gap now. That's only a 1 point difference, but again, a 1 point difference is nothing in Uplink. It can go, it can whittle away in seconds.
Yeah, it's just a 1 point. But I love that play, having the awareness to realise he's not going to get that 2 points because there's so many people around him. Just bringing his team back in it, making it so on this side you can just probably throw more than dunk. So just making it within a throw, having the awareness, just as I say, 2 players trying to shoot at him, just get the one, get your team back in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Looty, last member left in the middle of the map. All his teammates are going to be spawning in around it. Grumper is going to try and get that throw off. He goes for the throw from Atlas. Unfortunately, doesn't miss. That is such a hard throw to connect. From that slide from top Atlas, from P1 on the hard point, all the way to the drone. It is makeable. We've seen so many players do it, but it's so hard to do. 4 members at E4 down. Evasion aware of this. They're going to set up and try and set up for the 2 point. However, the spawns, unfortunately, made them spawn in garage, and that's so unfortunate for him. Pass goes into Walters. Walters jumps. Easiest 2 point he could probably ever have.
Yeah, I mean, lovely awareness again by the Evasion lineup. Their communication seems to be going so well because he had the awareness that, again, 2 people were shooting at him with the ball, throw it to the guy who's just standing there in cover. He gets the ball, he then jumps up, puts the 2 point in, and they're on bad side, but they're 3-2 up. And Golly he's got garage control, which is what you want towards this point, and let's see if people can get a few kills and push up the map.
Yeah, exactly. We do see Chucky running straight down that mid street. He's got his teammate there for the support. Walls is going to go for that alley-oop. Eventually goes, I think he missed his first jump, was a little bit unfortunate for him. That could have been disastrous, but thankfully for him, E4 couldn't capitalize on his mistake, and he does get the 2 point in, making it 5-2. Looty's going to try and change that now. He tried to pass it to School, but I like that throw. He realized that he had the drone in hand. Doki was in front of him. He just threw the drone to him in the hope that he picks it up, he drops his gun, and he can win the gunfight. However, though, Doki gets the better of him, goes for the reset as well. Great awareness, some great plays, some great smart plays. But honestly, 1 minute 15, it's still anyone's game. And I feel that Evasion should probably, they're doing good to not have conceded more points on this side.
Yeah, as I said in the hard point, Evasion, you saw 3 of them positive, and then E4 you saw 3 of them negative. It's the exact same scenario going on here. Evasion are slaying the kills. That means that they're able to push up the map, even with ball control. And I wouldn't be surprised if Chucky throws this out, or he throws it into the base, because the guy was in yellow trying to flank and trying to be sneaky and get another play. I maybe have liked to see him 15 it, because I don't think that his player was going to probably beat 3 people there.
Yeah.
And maybe 15 it, just because they're on bad side. Just slow the game down again. As I said, slow the game down, let your team respawn. You're on bad side, you know that, and you can probably talk about strats at that point. As I say, E4 pushing score.
Yeah, we do see Gotti now, and look at the position of his teammates as well. He's probably going to be able to get this in home. He's going to probably going to die in the meantime, but great play for him just to sacrifice himself, jump straight in there, get the 2-point play. He knows he's probably going to die. I don't know how he's not dead, but as a result now, it's just going to keep on going and keep on going. It's just going to be a 1-2 between him and his teammate, and within the space of, what, 30 seconds, they brought this back 6-5 going into the second half.
Yeah, as I say, maybe he should have, as I said, maybe he should have 15'd it, let his teammates come up and get the spawns in. Lovely awareness again by the Four Knights. I like the use of passes that both teams are using at the moment. He's realised he's mid-street, doesn't have the time to run it himself, and his teammates already in a good position. They've killed them off spawn. Throw it to your guy in school, gets a nice easy 2-pointer, and then come back into this game, and you then feel good about yourself. You were 5-2 down, come back 6-5 going into second side, and you're now on bad side, but you know you've got that lead from good side.
Yeah, but exactly. In the previous game I casted was Rift, and you saw exactly the same thing. There was such a good team up, passing the ball around and moving it around between their players, keeping the other team guessing as to whereabouts it is, because obviously it's delayed, and it's so frustrating. You could tell how frustrating it was for the other team, and straight away Luti Emotions goes absolutely in on this evasion lineup. Motions now, surely he's going to be able to walk straight in. Let's expand that map. He should get the 2-point play in. He does. 8-5 now. E4, a very strong side. Very strong start to this side.
Yeah, and they get 3 down off the start, and then they know that the 4th guy is pushing around the alley, so they know they can just overextend. They know that where they're pushing, they go and spawn garage, they turn and face garage, but you see evasion's pushing up. It'd be interesting to see if they can get the kills. They need to make the breaking kills. You get shot from behind, get shut down. Whalers again making the kills. I love that play. Throw it down the map, make the yards, and then you can play the kills.
Yep, exactly. He knew he was most likely going to die there.
Full armor to get it. Now, as we see, evasion's coming on the attack again. They're about to dunk in a 2-pointer of their own if Gumper decides to jump. He now dunks in a 2-pointer, and we're back to a 2-point game, or 3-point game, but two scores they need.
Yep.
And making it much closer.
Yep, exactly. Chucky's more than aware of how close it can be. He tries to pick up that drone, but before he can even goes anywhere, he just gets mowed down by bullets. E4 knows how close this can be and how easy. It only takes 30 seconds. They've done it themselves at the end of the game. It only takes 30 seconds to get 2 scores in and to bring back the game. So they know they need to just stop them from getting that drone control. And Gillett knows that now. He's trying to land on that 15-point. It was a little bit of a prolonged throw, but eventually he gets it out and reset.
Yeah, great play there by Gillett. As I say, the awareness just to pick up that ball, eventually get it out for the 15. Clever tactics. He wasted 3 seconds before he threw it out for the 15. Gets it out, lets his team move out the map again. We see that time and time again. Detroit is probably the easiest map.